Good afternoon. Norwegian oil giant Statoil says it will employ more than 1,500 people on its Mariner project in the North Sea. Work will begin this week to start lifting the topsides for the field into place. It's a significant boost for the oil and gas sector, which is currently suffering its worst downturn in a generation. The first oil production is expected next year.
Well, 2017 is certainly a very exciting year for us. We have started our operations on the Mariner field, our drilling campaign, before the topsides arrive from Korea. And then we'll start a huge hookup and commissioning campaign this summer, which I think it will employ more than 1,500 people. So it's a huge project.
A new law to tackle so-called revenge porn comes into force today. The Scottish Government says the move will make it easier for people to be prosecuted for sharing intimate images online without consent. Perpetrators face a jail term of up to 5 years for sharing or threatening to share personal pictures or footage. Donald Trump could be poised to pay a flying visit to the UK and Scotland later this month when he's in Europe for the G20 summit. The US president is expected to give 24 hours notice for any trip. It's predicted that, as well as a possible visit to Downing Street, he could drop in on one of his Scottish golf courses at Aberdeenshire and Turnberry. 18 recommendations have been published aimed at improving the lives of young people from less advantaged backgrounds. The Scottish Government's independent advisor on poverty says support for young people is vital in their development. This morning, the First Minister confirmed the setting up of a new Poverty and Inequality Commission. Hundreds of Atlantic salmon are to be tagged and released back into the water as part of a new study to find out more about their behaviour. The project will see up to 750 salmon tagged off the north coast of Scotland. It's hoped it will provide information about the routes taken by the fish. Tennis, and Andy Murray has started his defence of the Wimbledon men's singles title as the first day of the famous tournament gets underway. Murray, the world #1 and top seed, is currently playing Kazakhstan's Alexander Bublik on centre court amid concerns over a recent hip injury. Now here's Sean with the weather.
STV Weather, sponsored by Thompson.
Hello there, the weather is going to remain quite changeable this week. There will be some rain at times, and on the cool side as well. You'll have noticed that over the last couple of days, especially by night. Temperatures today about 12 to 15 in the north and northwest, rising up to about 18 across Lights of Angus and Dundee. A lot of dry weather this afternoon, but there will be 1 or 2 showers around, mainly across the Highlands, perhaps across the north and Isles too. Then tonight, largely dry, good clear spells again like the last few nights. On the cool side, temperatures down to about 6 or 7 degrees in the Highlands. Then tomorrow, a lot of cloud in central and eastern parts with some light showery rain here, the best of the drier and sunnier weather in the north and northwest.
STV Weather, sponsored by Thompson.
That's all for now. Norman will be here at 6. Until then, have a good afternoon. Goodbye.